So this is a BMW i3, and I'm taking it out on a 2-day test drive, and I'm in about Holyoke, Massachusetts. It has an electric range of 58 miles. It has a gas range of 52 miles, and it's 48 miles from my house. So, let's see what happens here. I keep wanting to shift it down here. The game plan is we're going to stop at Greenfield and try a charger there. So I'm borrowing a BMW i3 for a 3-day or 2-day test drive, and they asked me if I wanted any water, and I said sure. So the water they gave me is BMW water with an i3 on it. I have the cruise set at 74, and I'm coming up behind this car ahead of me, and I think I have it set to slow down, not let me get any closer. Let's see. So I'm kind of catching up with this car. I would think the cruise would have gone off by now, so maybe I don't have it set. Oh, there it goes. Now I'm down to 73, 71. So I'll go in this next lane and see what happens. Now we're back up to 74 again. This BMW seems to be more efficient than the Leaf. When I started out, it was about 55 miles back to my house, and it had a range of about 65 miles. I've had it at 75 most of the way, and the Leaf would simply have needed to be recharged at some place. It doesn't have this much range at 75 miles an hour. Now I'm 18 miles, I have 18 miles of electric range, and I'm 14 miles from my house, so it's kind of catching up, but I think the Leaf would have been out by now. I really want to see what it's like when it switches over to the gas engine, and I may be able to do it now. But I'm going to get off at the first Brattleboro exit, go to the co-op, put it on the charger now. Now I'm on the cruise, and I'm behind this truck, so it's slowing me down. So I'm going to go into the next lane, and now it'll speed back up to 75. I think that's very cool. So we have 7 miles left, and I'm going to put it in the garage here that has a 220 volt charger. Charge it up a little before I go home. Now, I don't know if you can hear the gas engine, but the battery is completely dead, and it's on the gas engine. One review of the car said that it sounds like a sewing machine going in the back, and that's kind of right. Kind of go brrrr in the back. We're going to see if it'll go up to 75 on just the gas engine, because this is a pretty heavy car, and it's a 647cc gas engine, which is like Citroen 2CV. Okay, here we go. 50, 59, 62, 68, 70, 71, 72. Ah, goes 80 easily. Going to compare a few differences between the Leaf and the BMW. So on the Leaf, your gear selector is down here, left and to back for drive, and then left and to the back one more time, and the B for regenerative braking shows up. Reverse is left and forward, and then parking, you push down on the button. Now when you're in reverse, this backup screen shows, and it shows a kind of a safe area here. The Leaf actually has 4 cameras, so it shows behind, to the left, to the right, and behind from above. Also, if you're going forward and you're below about 5 miles an hour, you push the camera button and it shows a view from the front, and that's really cool. Like you're trying to get close to a curb, but you don't want to smack the spoiler. To access the charging door, you turn off the Leaf, then you hit this button, and in the front there's this door that opens. Then there's a little orange lid that flips up, and you plug the charger in there. So on the BMW, there's this door at the front. You would think this would be where you'd put the electric charger, but this is where you put the gas, and there's a little hole here to take the gas cap so it doesn't scratch the paint. So in the back, this is where I would expect to find the gasoline, but in fact this is where the electric charger plugs in. So you've got the regular 110, sometimes 220 charger here, and then you've got the quick charge down here. There's a light here that lights up at night, and then when you're charging it turns to orange, I think. And these are rubber or a soft plastic, and I wouldn't think they would scratch. Maybe you're supposed to hook it there. Ah, okay, that's where you're supposed to hook it. Alright, they did think of that. Let's see if this has a little hole. Yeah, so this can go like that. Ah, very nice. Those Germans think of everything. So on the BMW, I expect the gear selector to be down here, but this controls all the information. This controls the telephone, the navigation, the radio. So the gear selector is actually here, and the start button is here. So you put your foot on the brake, push that in, it comes to life. It does come to life much quicker than the Leaf. Then you push this forward for drive and backward for reverse, and when you're in reverse this backup camera shows, and I don't really think this is as cool as the Leafs. BMW has these BMW nostrils, but they actually don't do anything. You raise that and it's got springs, so you don't have to put a rod. But there's really nothing here to see. There's a little compartment, kind of like the old FIA luggage compartment, and it has the charger in it, and it has a pump. It must not have a spare tire. It has a pump to inflate. There's probably a can of sealant. You're supposed to inflate, put some sealant in the tire and then put air into it. On the Leaf, this comes up, but there's a rod you have to put down, which I can't put down. But there's actually something to see. There's the 12-volt battery, and there's the the electric motor. And anyway, it's kind of interesting. Here they are side by side. My wife thinks the BMW is smaller, but really they're about the same size. I thought the BMW, you were sitting much higher. You might be an inch or two higher, but it's not like much higher. And styling is a matter of choice. I kind of like the styling of the Leaf, and I like the styling of the BMW too. I like the has suicide doors in the rear. You open this up, and then you open this up. Now, one thing that's kind of confusing is their cup holder is right in the middle of the seat, and I just wonder if there's going to be some spills because of that. Anyway, very nice interior. On the door on the BMW, when you reach out, at first I didn't see a handle, so I was pulling it closed by this, which is nice and sturdy, but the handle to close it is actually up here. Windows in the rear do not lower, and it'd be kind of nice if they lowered, but they don't.